What's going on, guys? It's Partial Tripod here. Today I'm going to be doing another Space Engineers video, as we can see. So this is going to be a tour of my, yet again, custom T-base, except this is version 1.1. So, I've made a couple improvements, and as you can see, some modifications. As the previous version did not have these ramps, as you can see. We're going to get on to the video and get started with the tour. Now, if you did or did not watch my previous video, I apologise for the constant mouse moving. It was bad. If any of you have not seen it yet, do not see it because it's really bad. Just stick to this video as I'm doing a whole nother tour again. Hopefully better than the last one. Okay, so, by the way, this is a ground base. This is not supposed to be in space, except this is just the published map where I do all my modifications and stuff to it. This here is supposed to help you align the base in the ground so that, you know, it doesn't go flying off in the air, or it doesn't have the ground glitching through the floor, destroying all the objects. Rightio, so let's get on with the tour. Okay, so first things we can notice is we've got the ramps here to allow easier access for land vehicles to get in and out. The previous version I did not have this because I thought it'd be better for you guys to do it, but well, I decided to do it myself instead. I did. Anyway, sorry, not making sense. Alright, okay, so on either side there are two buttons that you can use to open and close the doors, the hangar doors here, but this retardedly small hangar, because it is really small, and you can't even fit a decently sized ship in here unless it's got a really long design. And yeah, some sorters I just whacked on here. I haven't looked too much into them. I haven't set them up or anything, so feel free to do that. I'll probably fix it up in version 1.2 maybe. I don't know if there ever is going to be a version 1.2. Anyway, so that's the sorters and connection tubes here, or connectors I should say. Man, I'm so bad at this today. And another thing to prove is that as you saw me just slowly drop the bottom of the floor, yeah, there's no gravity, so, and as you can see again on the sides here, so yes, this is supposed to be a land designed base, not something floating around in space. Okay, so if I turn my shoot lights off here, as you can see, the spotlights do not illuminate the top ceiling part, and I do advise you that these do suck a lot of power, and lots of power. You can control all the base lights, in fact, from a control panel that is in the main headquarters room. Also, you got some interior turrets. I've just whacked some bullets that these support. I haven't shoved them in the gun itself. It can do that, I guess, by itself, and reload. Same with all the other weapons, that I have not loaded them, but they are connected to the conveyor system, which is connected to the storage or cargo system. So everything is connected now compared to the last version where I just had everything all over the place, because originally there was supposed to be two different conveyor systems, but now I've just linked it all together because, hey, who cares? It's not going to do anything. It's not going to make a difference except giving you access to all the base systems. Right, so this one here is going to be the pressurized, sorry for my spelling, very bad, pressurized door inside room 2. So yes, there are two pressure rooms, as you can see. This one here controls the door on that side, but only tells it to close, it doesn't tell it to open. This one here tells the air vent to depressurize. However, I've not turned the option on in settings to enable the air vent mod. And the hangar spotlights here control these lights for illumination purposes, and also to save power, as they consume a lot of power. So yes, this one does, however, tell this door to open and close, and same with number 4. number 2 and 3, change the depressurization mode on or off, so that's that. And yeah, and there'll be another one all the way over there past this room that's identical. If I turn my lights off, so this is the main power room, or power production room I call it. So we have, okay, so is this block broken? It must be. Oh, no. Must be broken, I'm guessing. Because I can feel something moving over it. It's just me, I reckon. It's probably just me, since I'm in space, but whatever. So yes, now the main power producing items, sources, are 2 large reactors and 4 smaller reactors. Now, this whole base can run off just the 2 main reactors here. However, these smaller reactors are just backup reactors in case if something happens and these 2 reactors fail or are damaged to the point where they cannot function properly or function at all. So these ones are just backup reactors. They're completely on a different system compared to this. So press this button, turns off the large reactors. That one turns off the small ones. Okay, sorry, that was just my mouse spazzing. Okay, so yes, these are backup reactors, so in case of like those get damaged, you know, you can use those. Now, I originally wanted to design this base to have the function to be able to run completely off solar. Now, this wall here, from there to there, all the way back is filled with batteries. I think it's like 120 something batteries in this base, so that's quite a lot, considering, you know, how many there are. You can see on the outside there's a good 20 or 30, you can see, maybe less, I don't know, I'm just over exaggerating. Alright, so yes, a lot of batteries, and you did see some solar panels on the roof, and they have some rotors on them which actually are used with a command block and timer block in order to make basically a self-aligning solar array system. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, as you can see, also number 3 and 4 turn on and off the ability for the reactors to either take in or not take in any uranium from all the storage boxes. So in case if you're making uranium and you want to give it to your friend or put it in your ship or something else, you can disable the option for these reactors to take the uranium and consume it for themselves. So you can do that. I've given that function there, even though probably not many people will use it. Right, on to the next room. We have the main room. As you can see, there's all the solar timers and solar command blocks. I call it solar because, you know, it's connected to the array system. We've got 2 cryo chambers here as well, so that in case if you're in a multiplayer server or something like that, you know, you can get in there and you're anchored in some way. You got your medical bay, which is connected and fully functioning. I tested it in survival. It is giving you hydrogen and oxygen. We have 8 small cargo containers and 1 large one, as you can see, which are connected to the system, and an improved conveyor system. Now, this was all a huge mess before, but now I've fixed it all up, so it's nice and tidy. Right, there's the second pressurization room, so you can get outside and inside without wasting your oxygen. This room, as you can see, is the production room. This is where all the stuff is crafted, or made, refined, whatever, in this room. So we've got 3 refineries and 3 assemblers and 3 arc furnaces. Now they all have 2 power modules to save power, 1 yield to give you 2 times the amount you requested, as well as a speed module. So yes, they will all give you those options, and mainly power saving, because I wanted to reduce the power draw to the point where solar could actually be completely self-running. The one thing is though, I forgot to mention before, is that the solar panels, I think, do not cover the whole base for like running completely off solar power. Like, it'll eventually run out. There's more power being used than it is being generated, so that is a bit of an issue that I've discovered. There is a solar panel mod that I know about that I am probably going to create a base version with that solar panel mod, just so that it can run off solar completely without the reactors. But at this stage I haven't created it yet. I will do in the near future, and I will link it in the description in the normal and modded version to have links to either version. So yes, that's the production room. Quite packed, as you would say. Over here we have the very empty oxygen and hydrogen room. Now, I have said this or mentioned this in my last video to help me out on what I could use to fill this space with, and no, I don't want to get cargo containers and just spam the heck out of it with cargo containers. I'd like to use it for some space that I would find useful, or for other people useful, and not waste it, because really I just want to fill this space so bad, because to me it feels like a huge waste. But anyways, this is what it is right now, and yeah, the oxygen and hydrogen room. Also, coming over here we have the light panel, like I mentioned earlier. So we got the main room lights, which control these lights in here. Then we got the reactor room lights. Also, something I find kind of cool is the lights show, or lights emitting off the batteries and the reactors, as well as the hint of red illuminating in the background from the non-operational air vent, as you can see. It looks kind of cool. I just wanted to give you a quick show of this because I thought it looked pretty neat, but not too exciting, some people will think, and yeah, that's what I think they will think. Okay, let's stop talking about thinking and back to here. So we got, this one is the production room lights, the arc furnace, assemblers and refineries, and that one is just the oxygen and hydrogen room over there. Okay, going outside we have another pressurized room. Pressurized. Sorry. Bad. Right, so we've got another button panel to control the door here. We've got a smaller ramp, and we have got a monster amount of turrets here. Yes, so there are a lot of turrets, as you can see. And I will mention that if something does fly over the top of the missile launcher and the solar panels are in the way, sometimes the missile launchers can fire a missile right into the solar panel system and blast it off. Many bases have had this problem. It has not been resolved yet. I don't know if there's a mod to control that in any way, but I do find it a little annoying, as it sometimes wrecks my whole system and I have to completely redo it. As you can see how much work has been put into this, mainly coding. I didn't do the coding or scripting, but mainly editing the code like 5 times. Actually no, 10, more than that, because there was originally a older system I put on here, but all the solar panels kept smacking into each other, so I had to completely tear it down and start all over again, which took me ages. And sometimes I encountered issues where if I kept these things running, that if enemies were inbound, then they would come over and just disturb the turrets and then blast all my work away, which would be really annoying, because I actually built the space on a Mars map before I imported it to this world as I'm in now. But yes, pretty good defense. It is also, the space is 2 armor blocks thick, so it does have somewhat protection from hard hits. Sort of. It's not excessively packed with all sorts of curves and that to match style and protection. It's just boxy, and it's a big T. That's why it's called T-base, if you didn't know that. So yes, 2 heavy armor blocks thick, with some pretty good protection. Okay, so I think I've covered everything in this video. Do let me know if I have missed anything, or if you should recommend anything to me that I should put in that room of almost nothing. Also, shaking there, the main seats, got all the options here. As you can see, the 6 and 7 are the main guns in there. Of what's 8? I forgot what 8 is. I think, oops, wrong button. I think it is, yes it is. So it's basically controlling the rotors, timers, and command blocks. Now I will mention an issue as well with the system. When you sometimes turn the system on and off, the rotors actually get turned off manually by the no, not manually, automatically by the command blocks, and they don't turn them off by stopping them, by like adjusting their coordinates to stop them from moving. They just turn them off from the on position. And sometimes when you turn this whole system off, the rotors don't stop moving, so they just keep going in an endless loop in which direction they're going. So it can sometimes be really annoying as you're trying to turn the system off. So I will now demonstrate to you, hopefully, if it works, the kind of weird and long process in order to stop them. Right, so we turn those on. Now if we press 8, not yet. There you go, one of them's still moving. So in order to do that, we have to press Y to turn off the whole base, 8, then we have to go here, and we have to go to rotor, and just do that. And just turn them off. Oh, and the 8 has to be off when you turn this back on. I think if I stuffed it up, that it will turn them on. Yeah, see? So it can be quite confusing, but there you go, you've got it. It's not moving. Yeah, it can be a pain trying to turn this system off, as some of the rotors will still move. I'm trying to work around that. I'm trying to find a fix for it, but maybe if I can adjust the code in some way. I'll also leave in the description, both on the Steam Workshop and the description of this video, who made the script. I just forgot their name, so sorry for that, but I will link it down in the description and the link on the Steam Workshop to that script. All credit goes to them for making it and putting all the effort in to design it to make this lovely solar array system of mine work. Anyway guys, that's about it for this T-Base tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be coming up with more videos soon after Christmas, so I will wish you a Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year, and with that I will see you guys next year. Anyway guys, that's it from me now. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.